Hi, my name is Emma. Today, I want to tell you the most amazing story ever. My own story. 5 years ago, I was a poor maid cleaning floors. Today, I am a rich woman who helps thousands of children learn. This is not a fairy tale. This really happened to me because one kind stranger believed in my dream. I was 19 years old when I left my small town. I had only $100 in my pocket and a small bag of clothes. I was so scared. My dad lost his job. My mom was very sick. We had no money for food or medicine. Someone had to help our family. That someone had to be me. My first night in the big city was terrible. I slept on a cold park bench. Rich people in nice suits walked past me, but nobody looked at me. I felt like nobody cared if I lived or died. I was so alone and scared. For 3 whole days, I knocked on doors looking for work. Everyone said the same thing. You are too young. You need more training. We don't need anyone. My money was almost gone. I was starting to think I made a big mistake. Then I saw a small paper sign in a coffee shop window. It said, "Need a maid. Good pay. Call Mrs. Wilson." This was my chance. Mrs. Wilson's house was huge and beautiful, like a palace. It had 10 rooms, fancy lights, and marble floors. But working there was very hard. I had to wake up at 5:30 every morning and work until 8 p.m. at night. Mrs. Wilson was not nice to me. She never said please or thank you. She only told me what I did wrong. Mr. Wilson almost never talked to me. I felt like I was invisible. But their daughter, Lisa, was different. She was 16 and very lonely. Her parents were always too busy for her. Lisa would sit with me in the kitchen and tell me about her day. She was the only person in that house who was kind to me. "Emma, you are the only person who really listens to me," she told me one day. This made me feel good. Even though she was rich and I was poor, we both felt alone. One day, Lisa was crying. She was failing math and science at school. Her parents were angry with her. She had expensive teachers helping her, but nothing worked. "I'm just too stupid," she cried. "No, you're not," I said. "You are very smart. You just need help in a different way." I had an idea. "What if I help you study?" I was good at math and science in school. Lisa looked surprised. "Really? You would help me?" "Of course I will help you." Every night after my work was done, Lisa and I would sit at the kitchen table. I taught her math by using simple examples. I made science fun by showing her how it worked in real life. Slowly, Lisa started to understand. In just a few months, Lisa went from failing to getting the best grades in her class. She was so happy, and I felt proud. Teaching her was the best part of my day. "Emma, you are the best teacher ever," Lisa said. "You should teach in a real school, not just clean houses." Her words made me dream. Could I really become a teacher? But I had no college education. How could a poor maid like me ever teach in a school? One night, the Wilson family had a big party for rich and important people. I was serving food and drinks when the doorbell rang. I opened the door and saw an older man with white hair and kind eyes. He was different from the other guests. He looked at me and smiled like I was important. Hello, I'm Mr. David Park, he said nicely. What's your name? I'm Emma, sir. I work here. Nice to meet you, Emma. Thank you for your help. Most guests never even looked at me, but Mr. Park was different. Every time I brought him something, he said thank you and smiled. Later, he came to the kitchen looking for water. Instead of leaving with his drink, he stayed to talk with me. Tell me about yourself, Emma, he said, like my story mattered. I told him about teaching Lisa and how much I loved helping her learn. I told him about my dream to become a real teacher someday. You have a special gift, he said. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't follow your dreams. I thought I would never see him again. I was wrong. 3 days later, Mrs. Wilson gave me the phone. She looked confused. Emma, someone wants to talk to you. Hello, Emma. This is David Park. I could not believe it. Why was this important man calling me? I can't stop thinking about what you told me, he said. I have something very important to ask you. Can you meet me for coffee tomorrow? It's your day off, right? Yes, sir, but I don't understand. Just trust me, Emma. Meet me at City Cafe tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I promise you will be happy you came. I was so confused. What could this man want with me? The next day, I went to the cafe feeling very nervous. Mr. Park was waiting for me with a big smile. Emma, thank you for coming. I'm sure you want to know why I asked you here. Yes, sir. I am very confused. Let me tell you who I am. I own Park Education Company. We build schools for poor children all over the country. My eyes got very wide. For 30 years, I have looked for special people who can really help children learn. When I talked to you at the party, I saw something amazing. You really care about helping kids, and you are very good at teaching. Thank you, sir, but I still don't understand. Emma, I want to give you something that will change your whole life. My heart started beating very fast. Mr. Park looked right at me. Emma, I want to pay for you to go to college. I will pay for everything. Your classes, your books, your food, everything. After you finish school, you can work with me building schools for poor children. I could not believe what I was hearing. Sir, why would you do this for me? I am just a maid. Because I believe in you, Emma. I can see that you will be an amazing teacher. You understand what it's like to be poor. You know how important school is. You will never give up on a child. Tears started coming down my face. But this will cost so much money. What if I'm not smart enough? Emma, some of the best teachers I know grew up poor. They work harder than anyone else. They never stop trying. You have all of these things. He put some papers on the table. These are the forms to start college. Classes begin next month. All you have to do is say yes. I wanted to say yes right away, but I was scared. What about my job here? What about my family? I send them money every month. Don't worry about anything, Mr. Park said. I will pay you the same money while you study, so you can still help your family. I already talked to Mr. Wilson. He thinks this is great for you. You talked to Mr. Wilson? Yes. He said you are too smart to be a maid your whole life. I was shocked. Mr. Wilson really cared about me? But what if I fail? What if I'm not as good as you think? Mr. Park smiled. Emma, I am never wrong about people. I can see how good you will be, even if you can't see it yet. That night, I could not sleep. I was excited, but also scared. What if I wasn't smart enough for college? What if I failed and made Mr. Park sad? But then I remembered what my dad always said. Emma, school is the only thing that can change our family's life. I also thought about Lisa. Teaching her made me happier than anything else I had ever done. Maybe this was what I was meant to do. Maybe I was born to be a teacher. When the sun came up, I knew what to do. The next morning, I called Mr. Park. Mr. Park, this is Emma. I want to say yes. I want to become a teacher. Wonderful, Emma. I knew you would make the right choice. When I told the Wilson family, they were surprised, but happy for me. Emma, we will miss you, Mrs. Wilson said. But you should take this chance. Lisa cried when I told her. I will miss you so much, Emma, but I am so proud of you. Even Mr. Wilson shook my hand. Good luck, Emma. You will do great things. Starting college was hard. I was older than the other students. I had not been in school for many years, but I studied harder than anyone else. Mr. Park visited me often to see how I was doing. When things were hard, he always made me feel better. School is not a race, Emma. He would say, take your time and enjoy learning. 4 years later, I finished college with very good grades. I now had a teaching degree. More importantly, I felt confident and smart. Mr. Park came to my graduation. My parents came from my hometown to see me graduate. It was one of the happiest days of my life. After graduation, Mr. Park had another surprise for me. Emma, remember your dream of helping poor children? I want to help you open your own school. You will be the boss and the main teacher. I could not believe it. My own school? 6 months later, I opened Hope Learning School in a poor part of the city. We taught children whose families had no money for good schools. We made learning fun and easy. The school worked amazingly well. Parents were shocked at how much their children learned. Newspapers wrote stories about our success. Lisa, who was now in college, helped at our school every weekend. The Wilson family gave us money to buy books. In 5 years, Hope Learning School became 5 different schools. We were helping over 1,000 children. I also wrote books about teaching that became very popular. My schools, books, and speaking at meetings made me very rich. I became a millionaire, someone with over $1 million. But more than the money, I had something better. The joy of helping children learn and grow. I was able to bring my parents to the city and give them a good life. My brothers and sisters all went to college. Our whole family's life changed. All of this happened because one kind stranger, Mr. Park, believed in me when I was just a poor maid with a dream. Today, when young people ask me for advice, I always tell them, never give up on your dreams. You never know when someone might help change your life. But first, you must believe in yourself. My trip from Maid to Millionaire taught me that if you work hard, care about others, and get help from kind people, anyone can change their life. The most important thing I learned is this: when someone believes in you, it can change everything. But you have to be ready to work hard and never give up. I also learned that real success is not just about making money. Real success is about helping others and making the world better. Now I spend my time helping more children learn and grow. Every child I teach might become a doctor, a teacher, or even start their own business someday. Mr. Park taught me that when you help one person, you really help many people. The children I teach will grow up and help other people. It's like throwing a stone in water. The waves keep going and going. If you are reading this story, remember this: you are special. You have gifts and talents that the world needs. Maybe you don't see them yet, but they are there. Don't let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big or too crazy. 5 years ago, people would have laughed if I said I would become a millionaire teacher. But dreams can come true if you believe and work hard. Look for people who believe in you. Listen to them. When someone offers to help you, say yes, but also remember to help others when you can. You are one meeting, one conversation, one chance away from changing your whole life. Your amazing story is waiting to begin. The only dreams that don't come true are the ones you never try for. Emma.